Fans fume as Sky Sports announces surprise decision for Premier League final day. Supporters have taken to social media to express their disappointment with the decision. Premier League fans have been left seething after Sky Sports chose Liverpool v Crystal Palace as one of their 2 live games to be shown on the final day of the Premier League on Sunday. The Premier League season has not been one for the history books, with the drama of relegation and the title winners wrapped up long ago. It has left little to be decided on the final day. However, the race to European qualification has emerged as the big story coming into the conclusion of the season, and now remains the only significant battle on the day. Newcastle, Chelsea, Aston Villa and Nottingham Forest are all separated by just 1 point in the race for European spots, with all 4 clubs fighting to finish in the top 5 to secure Champions League qualification next season. Newcastle, Chelsea, Aston Villa and Nottingham Forest are just 1 point apart. Manchester City could also be dragged into the fight, as they find themselves just 2 points ahead in third. On the final day, Newcastle host in-form Everton, Aston Villa play Europa League finalists Manchester United and Nottingham Forest face off against fellow European challengers Nottingham Forest. These fixtures present fascinating games for spectators, with many variables, as fans remain guessing as to who will finish in the top 5. However, Sky Sports today announced their televised fixtures for the final day of the season, and have shunned Aston Villa, Newcastle and Manchester City in their decision. Manchester City beat Bournemouth 3-1 on Tuesday night to pull away from the chasing pack. Sky Sports did select the Forest v Chelsea match as one of their 2 televised games, but opted for Liverpool v Crystal Palace as their second choice, despite the Reds match having no impact on the league standings. Both Liverpool and Crystal Palace have already secured their respective trophies, with Palace winning the FA Cup last weekend to guarantee Europa League football next season. Fans have questioned the decision to show the game, in which Liverpool will lift the trophy, at the expense of contentious fixtures that will determine European qualification for next season. Supporters were quick to social media to express their frustration, with one fan writing, "Show a better match. This Liverpool Palace is not worth it." A second fan added, "Just stick the trophy lift on afterwards. You could have and should have picked Newcastle United, Everton as the other game, one that is important." A third commented, "Why Liverpool and Palace? What do they have to play for?" While a fourth questioned the decision, saying, "Fight for European football and you chose to show a game between 2 teams on their holidays already." The decision has been met with widespread criticism from disappointed fans, who feel Sky prioritised Liverpool's trophy celebration over competitive fixtures that, despite the controversial selection for the final day, Sky Sports will begin a new television rights deal next season that will see the broadcaster show at least 215 live Premier League games, giving them more opportunities to cover significant matches throughout the campaign. Pep Guardiola threatens to quit Man City over transfer strategy change. Pep Guardiola says he does not want to expand the size of Manchester City's squad. Pep Guardiola has threatened to quit Manchester City if the club expand the size of his squad in the summer transfer window. For the first time in 8 years, City will end a season without winning a major trophy, but Guardiola's side are now 1 point away from securing Champions League football for next season after their 3-1 win at home to Bournemouth on Tuesday night put them third in the Premier League. City spent £180 million in the January transfer window on signing Omar Marmush, Abdulkadir Kusanov, Vita Reis and Nico Gonzalez, but are set for an active summer window with Kevin De Bruyne leaving, while the futures of Jack Grealish and Ederson are in doubt. City have been hit with multiple injuries this season and have missed Rodri for the majority of the campaign after he required ACL surgery in September. But Guardiola insists he is against having a larger squad to cope with injuries next season. "I said to the club, I don't want that. I don't want to put 5-6 players in the tribune. I don't want that. I will quit. If they don't make a short squad, I will not stay," Guardiola said after City's victory on Tuesday night. Man City will be in the market to replace Kevin De Bruyne this summer, PA Wire. "It's impossible for my soul to put the players in the tribune and cannot play. Now it happened because we added 4 players, maybe 3 or 4 months we could not select 11 players, we didn't have defenders, it was so difficult. After people came back and next season it cannot be like that. As a manager, I cannot be training 24 players and every time I select there has to be 4, 5, 6 staying in Manchester at home because they can't play. This isn't going to happen. This is not going to happen. I said to the club, I don't want that. I do not want to have 24, 25, 26 players, and when everybody's fit, if I have injuries, unlucky. We have some players in the academy, we do it, but we cannot sustain for the emotional, for the soul of the team. I couldn't create another connection between each other. This season we lost it a little bit, but with the players, like, they know week by week, if they stay at home, they have to be here to fight between them to play. There has to be the right number. If there are a lot of injuries, unlucky. But we have to do it. Marcus Rashford makes feelings clear on Manchester United vs Spurs Europa League final. Manchester United face Tottenham in the Europa League final on Wednesday night as they bid to salvage their horrific season, and Marcus Rashford has sent a good luck message to the team. Marcus Rashford has sent a good luck message to Manchester United ahead of the Europa League final. Manchester United forward Marcus Rashford has sent his well wishes to the team ahead of their Europa League final against Tottenham on Wednesday night. Ruben Amorim's men have flown out to Bilbao hoping to round off their disastrous season with silverware, which would also secure passage to the Champions League. United have already picked up one win at the Estadio de San Mamés after beating Athletic Bilbao in the semi-finals, and now their Premier League rivals stand in their way of yet another European trophy. Amorim has insisted victory would not save their season after falling to 16th in the table following 18 losses. The Red Devils posted a photo reel on their Instagram page sharing the thoughts of some United players on the upcoming final, including Alejandro Garnacho, Amad Diallo, Patrick Dorgu, and Christian Eriksen. Rashford replied to the post, simply writing, "Good luck guys," followed by a star emoji. The England forward has spent the second half of the campaign on loan at Aston Villa after falling out with Amorim and has impressed, scoring 4 goals and assisting 5. However, his season came to an early end after he picked up a hamstring injury, with his last game being Villa's 2-1 defeat to Manchester City, in which he scored. Rashford is unlikely to play for United again while Amorim is manager, after the Portuguese coach criticised his work ethic in training. He infamously scolded Rashford, claiming he would rather name his 63-year-old goalkeeping coach Jorge Vital on the bench rather than someone who does not give the maximum. Rashford is unlikely to return to United after falling out with Ruben Amorim. Villa have an option to buy Rashford for around £40 million, but it remains to be seen whether they will activate it. The move has further complications, with United likely to be forced to pay off the rest of his contract. Rashford has played 426 times for the Red Devils after joining as a 7-year-old, scoring 138 goals and winning a total of 5 major trophies during that time. The 27-year-old himself has experience of winning the Europa League after starting in United's 2-0 win over Ajax in the 2017 final. However, he has also experienced the agony of losing such a final. He also started the 2021 final against Villarreal, which finished 1-1 after extra time before United lost on penalties. Manchester United sent clear David de Gea transfer instruction amid Andre Onana struggles. Latest Manchester United news and rumours as speculation continues over the long-term future of goalkeeper Andre Onana. Former Manchester United goalkeeper David de Gea now plays for Italian side Fiorentina. Former Manchester United striker Wayne Rooney has urged the club to re-sign goalkeeper David de Gea this summer. United do not regard a new goalkeeper as a priority in the upcoming transfer window, the Manchester Evening News understands, despite Andre Onana having an error-ridden campaign. The 29-year-old was rested against Newcastle United by Ruben Amorim last month after a high-profile mistake against Lyon in the Europa League quarter-finals. However, his replacement, Altay Bayındır, did little to inspire confidence during a 4-1 defeat, and Onana was subsequently reinstated back into the starting 11. United boss Amorim is eager to sign a goalkeeper to compete with Onana next season, however, with Bayındır likely to be sold and third-choice shot-stopper Tom Heaton's contract currently set to expire in the summer, although he may yet stay. Several names have been linked with a move in recent weeks, but despite United not prioritising a new goalkeeper, Rooney has called on the Old Trafford outfit to bring de Gea back to the club. The 34-year-old spent over a decade at United after joining from Atletico Madrid in 2011. He made more than 500 appearances for United across all competitions and established himself as one of the Premier League's top goalkeepers. He left as a free agent in the summer of 2023 and spent a year without a club before joining Serie A side Fiorentina last summer. Speaking to Amazon Prime Sport, Rooney was asked to name 3 players he would like to see United sign this summer, and De Gea topped the list. "I'd probably sign David de Gea back," he said. "I think Manchester United have missed him, and he could still do a job." De Gea's current deal with Fiorentina runs until this summer, although the Italian club hold an option to extend it for a further year. Their president indicated last month that they intend to trigger the extension, with the Spaniard having played a role in their run to the UEFA Europa Conference League semi-finals, where they were eventually knocked out by Real Betis.